What's up everybody, and thank you for joining me for another video. My name is Whack4863, but you can call me Whack. I wanted to put together a quick guide for everyone to find all of the copper level Imperial blueprints in Hagga Basin South. It's a pretty short list because most of you are going to go through copper and Hagga Basin South very quickly and move into iron level products, but I wanted you to know where these are. And a little disclaimer for this video, right now you can see my mouse cursor is way off to the right hand side, although it's displaying something that is far away from my mouse cursor. This is an issue with the recording for this game right now, so don't look at where my mouse cursor is, look at where my person is when I'm showing these map locations. Right next to the wreck of Alcyon, we are going to find our first set of Imperial blueprints. Now this chest can have every single item for Aren's armor, so you're going to have to revisit this chest multiple times to get the entire set out of that chest. These chests respawn every 45 minutes, so you can revisit it every 45 minutes to see if there's a new different item in that chest. You're going to want to get up to the top here. I do highly recommend using your cutter ray on the ornithopter that's up here as well. The downed ornithopters are going to allow you to harvest Holtzman actuators, and you'll need that to craft your first shield. We got boots out of the chest this time, but every single one of the armor pieces can come out of this single chest. The next location is Broken Stone Station. It's in the south part of Hagga Basin, basically right in the middle of the map. Now this is one of the locations that I'm going to take you to in my beginner guide to start like a pro, but this has an Imperial blueprint for Aren's vengeance. There is a bomb on the ground that you need to deal with or avoid completely, and then you can loot the chest that is here. This weapon is a 3-round burst assault rifle, and it is always the same weapon in this chest. Our next stop is Keyhole Rock. Here you're going to find old Sparky, which is a battery, the Mahondis Sandbike engine MK1, and then additionally you can get the Sims cutter in this location. Again, I've wiped out all the enemies here so that I don't have to fight them on the way in, but you can see the chest is right here. And this time around I got old Sparky. The next item is the Hajra Literjon, and this is actually the Literjon that you are instructed to purchase at the beginning of the game from the vendor. But you can get the Literjon schematic for free. All you need to do is climb this rock outcropping. Now it is almost directly south of the shipwreck across the open sands. Now this is a pretty decent climb early on, just make sure you take it slow and use the different places to stop on the way up. There is a bomb in front of this one and it is an exploration point, but opening up this chest here will give you the Imperial blueprint for the Hajra Literjon every single time. It is always this exact same blueprint in this location, so you can revisit it at any point in time. Next, we're headed over to Dew Gap Gateway, and this is going to be the location for the Howler stillsuit. You really only need to get to the top of this POI in order to find the chest. So just continue heading up the stairs and you'll see the chest there in front of you. Now this chest has the ability to give you each individual piece for the Howler stillsuit, so if you want the entire suit, you will have to revisit this chest to get multiple pieces. This next location is a cave that's next to Griffin's Reach Outpost. It's actually the old Griffin hideaway. Once you find it, you will have that marked on your map, but prior to that, you are going to have to find this location. You can see a single light there. You want to follow up these steps and then drop over the edge and take the steps to your left. This is where you're going to find the Way of the Fallen Pistol. Be prepared for explosive traps in here. I just run by them and that makes it very easy. Just continue to run past all these traps. When you hear it clicking like that, that means it's going to explode. If you just continue moving, you'll be fine. We're going to head up to this ramp, quite a few traps right here, but if you get in this room and get all the way to the back, you shouldn't take much, if any, damage. The Emperor wings can be found in Imperial Testing Station number 2. Now I've killed all the enemies that would be in this location, and I'm just going to run you through the entire place so that you can see the path that you need to take in order to find this chest. This is the path that you would take to complete the dungeon, but I don't want you to miss it, so I'll just play it in its entirety.
Welcome to Desert Botanical Testing Station number 2. I am...
After defeating the quote-unquote boss that is in this area, will give you access to this back room. This chest always has the Emperor Wings blueprint inside of it. Next on our list is Kaleffs Drinker. Now this is always going to be in this chest, it does not change, and it is at the wreck of Alcyon. Again, I've gone through and killed all the enemies that are in here, and I'll just run you to the location for this chest. Okay, well, we had a respawn there, no big deal. This is the chest right here. This is always going to be Kaleffs Drinker. Now, there are some other ways to get some of these items as well. Many of them are rewards for completing certain contracts, so you may get the actual item from completing that contract. Additionally, that Literjon that I showed you in the video can be purchased from the vendor at the Griffin's Trade Outpost. So there are other ways to get these, but these chests are always available for looting, like I said, on a 45-minute rotation. Additionally, each one of these chests is going to give you the spiced resource associated with the crafting of that specific item. So if you're in a copper level area, you're going to get spiced copper, iron would have spiced iron, so on and so forth. I'd like to thank all my YouTube members for your continued support. Y'all are absolute legends. Don't be out of whack. There's another video on the screen right now that you can click to support more of my content.